Felix after the rain. Felix was a terribly unhappy boy. He dragged an enormous suitcase behind him wherever he went, but he didn't know what was inside. Something dark had appeared in the suitcase when Grandma had died. Something hurtful had hidden inside when his friends made fun of him. Something bothersome had burrowed its way in when his dad had told him off. The suitcase became heavier and heavier. Felix could barely manage to push it along. If only he could leave it somewhere and escape across the ocean. But the sea was so rough and the winds were so wild. Grandma used to say to Felix that the sun always shines after the rain, and that after every uphill climb there's a downhill stroll. One day Felix reached the top of the hill, puffing and panting. He lay down in the shade and fell asleep. A small boy was playing nearby. He caught sight of the suitcase, crept towards it and opened it. All of a sudden, the sky turned grey. Felix found himself in the middle of a storm. He felt a rumble in his head and his eyes filled with tears that ran down his cheeks like the rain. When the storm had settled, Felix felt calm too. "What did you do with the suitcase?" he asked the curious boy. He just smiled, and Felix thanked him. Felix came down from the hilltop and he looked at the clouds in the sky. He smelt the blossom on the trees and listened to the hum of the friendly breeze. Without a care in the world, he leapt towards the clear blue sea. "I feel like a fish in water." He returned home empty-handed, no suitcase, but with a heart full of happiness. It lifted him off the ground like a balloon. Felix was so happy he wanted to give everyone a hug. And everyone gently hugged Felix. He was carrying too many worries around with him, wasn't he? Don't hold on to your worries. Talk about them, share them, and you'll feel better for it, just like Felix did.